Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl, the Benji B. What you watching on TV? Well, for this video, I am on a new TV show. I'm on episode 6, which is the season finale of Tiffany Haddish Goes Off. The show on Peacock. This is the last episode. Child, this episode is so uneventful. I guess the most eventful thing about it is that it's the last one. I don't know. The episode really opens up. I'm gonna keep it pretty short and sweet. This video will probably be really short because it's, like I said, it's not really nothing too eventful going on. But the episode actually opens up with the ladies kind of finishing up that dinner that they closed out the last episode with. Where they had their little drama. They had to design a little drama or whatever. And so Shimona feels some kind of way about them calling her controlling. Okay, like whatever. But episode 6 opens up and they're still kind of cycling through those feelings or whatever. She is just very baffled and confused and cannot fathom why anybody would think she is controlling. And so the girls kind of talk about it. The next day they get up to go on their little adventure. So, like I mentioned, episode 5 was the wedding ceremony. So, Tiff decides to go on her honeymoon for the finale, which is cute that she's calling it that. But it's just really a little trip for them to go have some fun. And so they go to some ocean. I forget the name of the ocean. It's beautiful, though. It's got the little tiki bar things are set up, you know what I mean? A lot of people out there, and they meet up with these instructors that have these little, I don't know if it's a canoe. I don't know the technical terminology for any kind of watercraft. I gotta be honest with you. But they have like these little boats, and they're real small. They only fit one person. But the reason why they stuck out to me is because they were clear, and I've never seen that before. I'm not necessarily a person, I like water. I don't know that I am very interested in watercraft per se. However, I found myself being like, damn, I want to get in one of those. You know what I mean? Because it's clear. So you're in the water, and like while you canoeing or you paddling, you can see like all the little animals that's, you know, doing their thing or stuff swimming by, which I think is very cute. That seems kind of like fun to do. So they go to do this for her honeymoon, and there's a little bit of tension between Sparkle and Shimona. Let me rewind a little bit. So when they get on the next morning, after we have the dinner, everybody learn what they need to fix about themselves. So the next morning, they are on like a Sprinter bus or something. They're going somewhere. They're heading over to the destination that they're going to have the honeymoon, like, which turned out to be the place with the boats, right? And so on that ride, Shimona does, you know, she does inquire to the ladies, and she's just baffled and confused and cannot figure out how anyone could possibly think she is controlling. So she asks them for examples. And so they kind of go around, they give a couple of small examples, and she's just very offended by Sparkle's answer and continues to deny that it could even be possible, remotely possible, that somebody could see her that way. And so I just thought, I'm like, girl, okay. Anywho, I say all that to say that there was a little tension, just a little bit of tension once they actually got to the beach and started with the boats. And so Shimona and Sparkle, they dismount from the boats and they decide to go back up on the shore because they feeling nauseous or something. They ignore each other. You know, you can just tell like a little tension. It wasn't overtly horrible. Nobody was cussing or nobody threw anything, or, you know, it's very, very mild drama. But as they leave the beach, Shimona and Selena, I think they made an agreement to go shopping. And then Tiff and Sparkle had actually planned some kind of birthday dinner or celebration or something. Mainly Sparkle was planning the birthday dinner for Shimona. Apparently Shimona's birthday coincided with the Africa trip, so why not, right? They decided to throw her a little something for her birthday while they were there, and they did, and it was cute. And I will say, by the time they had the dinner, everybody was all right. They had come out their feelings, and all was well in the land of Tiff and her 3 friends. So it was a finale. There was no grand anything except for it's over. I guess this will be episode 6, the explanation, and then I guess I can just do the whole season review in this. I don't really see why it's necessary to make a whole nother video for the season itself. Here's what I would say. I would say that it was cute. Like I said, I think when you have shows like this, especially when they're like 6 episodes long, typically this is just something somebody kind of tested the waters with, and they just want to see how it would work or how it would go off. And folks that will watch it, like myself, are probably people who are just kind of curious about the folks that are involved with the project, whether they're a fan or whether maybe even if they're a hater or something like that, they may be like, oh, this person got a show, I guess I'll watch it. This is not something that's meant to be profound. It's not meant to like change people's lives or nothing like that. And so it definitely doesn't accomplish any of those things. I think for me, which I've mentioned a little bit before now in a couple of the earlier episodes, it really opened me up to Tiffany Haddish a little bit more. I've always had like a little small corner, like I just get her, you know what I mean? Like I get her, you know what I mean? And I'm not, before now, I wouldn't say I was a fan of hers. Like I never followed her career or no shit. Like I just never thought about it, That might be something that I would consciously do more now after watching her show, just because I have a better insight of who she is as a person. And as a human, I like her. Like, I know some people don't. Some people will still probably be like, oh, she's not refined enough and all that shit. I mean, it's cool, whatever. I don't think I'm that refined, and I'm not striving to be. It would really amaze people who are refined and sophisticated to believe that not everybody give a fuck about that shit. Like, not everybody care. Like, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? And so, to me, the content of a person's heart, not even your character, to me, it's your heart that really make a difference. And I think for Tiffany's sake, this was probably a good move for her, if she was interested in maybe trying to impact the way people see her on a human level. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's a 6-episode show. Nothing crazy, nothing super profound, like I said before. But it was cool, and if you are into shit like that, you know what this show is good for? This is the type of show that you play if you have a salon, or if you have like a nail shop, anywhere where people are going to just be sitting up for an extended amount of time. You put this shit on in the background and let it play. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really good for that. So, like, if I was going somewhere and I was getting my nails done and this was on, I probably would really be like, oh, I really like that show. But I mean, just watching it in my house, especially with me being like, I watch all kind of shit. So it's not really my favorite type of entertainment. It don't really scratch that itch, I would say. But I would watch it again just because I would want to support Tiffany Haddish, if that makes sense. That's it. That's all I got to say about this shit. That was my watch and review of Tiffany Haddish Goes Off Season 1. Streaming right now on Peacock. That's all I got to say about that shit, y'all. It's your girl, the Benja B. Finna go find something else to watch on TV. Bye.